Good day, everyone. It is Sunday, June the 28th. Ron Crider reporting in for duty today from my Stay Safe at Home location here at my command center. Check it out back there. It's here in Vero Beach, Florida. This is day 104 of my Stay Safe at Home days. Started this back in March the 16th. Hard to believe 104 days is from March the 16th until today, June the 28th. Headlines in the news today, starting on Monday, masks are mandatory in Indian River County. You're going to hear me say, well, by the way, it's also mandatory in public buildings in Palm Beach County, and I have a couple of other ones to report a little bit later on. You're going to hear me say this a lot. It's easier to wear a mask than a ventilator. And if you don't wear a mask, you may be wearing a ventilator. Sounds pretty grim, doesn't it? I don't like to sound grim, but I have to tell you, you see what's going on with the numbers. I'm not making this stuff up. The numbers are getting really bad. Like yesterday, over 9,000. I'll tell you a little bit later on what's happening here today. So for you folks who have never seen this before, I daily report the most recent information on the COVID-19 virus, including the daily numbers, and I start all the way down in Dade County. I come up the east coast of Florida, all the way up to Melbourne. That's Broward County, and shoot over to Orlando. For those counties and those counties only, I'm kind of just focusing on the east coast of Florida. I do this every morning, as you can see right now. If you look up there at my clock, it's 8:31. On Sunday morning when I'm doing this first segment, there are several segments to this. There's also the last segment where I do some positive quotes and have a little pet patrol for you today. And then I do the numbers when the numbers arrive, whenever they get here. Sometimes they get here at 11 o'clock. Sometimes it's not until 1 o'clock. So obviously, I keep telling you, can't put the numbers up until I get the numbers. So hopefully I'll get the numbers sooner rather than later today. And don't forget to push the like button. I got 30 likes yesterday. I know you guys, you people who are big-time YouTubers, you know that 30 likes is not a lot. For me, that's terrific. 30 likes out of 200 views, really good, and I'm very happy, and thank you so much for watching. And I also do shout-outs every day to people who watch frequently, and some of these people on the shout-outs today are Robert, William, Heather, Eva, Ellen, Edith, and Duane. Thank you all so much for watching. And I also got a very nice reply back from Debbie Kane. Debbie Kane, who lived here in Vero Beach and now lives up in New York. And her kids are in college, and one of her kids are in medical school. And she watches this from time to time just to see what's going on down here. And she'll be down here in September. I give the weather report for the Treasure Coast every day. Partly cloudy. Hazy, high 92 degrees today for you boaters. Winds south-southeast at 10 miles per hour, maybe up to 15 miles per hour. And then tonight we're going to have a few clouds, low 74, winds south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. During the daytime today, the chance of rain is about 10%, probably little to nothing. Same thing for tonight. Rain possibility about 10% as well. St. Lucie County issues mandatory mask order inside county facilities, and they're going to continue that meeting again for countywide masking starting on July the 1st. So at their July the 1st meeting, they're going to discuss whether it's going to be mandatory for the entire county. Right now, it's just mandatory for the public buildings. Martin County public mask requirements are on hold until Thursday. The vote's still up in the air. There's a lot of people protesting about it. I can't understand it. People are saying, God gave me the breath of life so I don't have to wear a mask. What is wrong with you people? I don't get it. You might not like me because I think you should wear a mask, but I'm not interested in dying. That's why I'm not going out. And you guys can go around and infect everybody you want to. I told you this yesterday. I'll tell you that again today. I keep reading about all these people who are out protesting against the masks, and two of them that were protesting a couple of weeks ago, guess where they are? They're wearing ventilators right now, and they might not survive. That's not a good story. In an attempt to stem the rapid increasing number of new cases, Miami-Dade mayor said he would be closing the beaches in Dade County from July the 3rd until July the 7th. Dade County has the highest rate of COVID-19 cases in the state, with more than 30,000 reported cases in the county. Really bad down there. Really bad down there. So he's going to close the beaches at least for a little while because he doesn't want to go through that big holiday rush for the 4th of July. The grim reality of the COVID-19 continues to batter the United States this week with a record 44,782 cases reported Saturday, the second day in a row that new cases have risen above 40,000 and the 5th consecutive setting a single-day record for cases. Not good. Not good at all. What would a day be like without talking about Rebecca Jones? Rebecca Jones, the former supervisor for the state's COVID-19 dashboard, claiming that her supervisors were attempting to manipulate data for political reasons. She claimed this week that Florida officials were continuing to twist the data to make their response look better. Well, we don't know, but I can tell you this. If they're twisting it, how much worse could it possibly be with yesterday with cases over 9,000? Give me a break. I mean, are they really doing that? This is all the stuff you see on the internet. We know that everything you see on the internet is absolutely true and only half of what you read in the newspapers. We all know that. I'm joking, folks. I'm joking. I'm not that old. I'm not that stupid. And I didn't go out last night. Yes, and I did sit here and watch the Hallmark movies and mysteries, and it was really good. Okay, here come the numbers. Cross your fingers. I don't know what they are. It's 8:36 in the morning. I have no idea what they're going to be. We'll find out here in just a moment. I actually may give you a sneak preview. As soon as they come in, I may tack something onto the front of this. So, back in a flash. Alrighty, folks, as I said, back in a flash. It is June the 28th, Sunday. These are the numbers for Sunday. I just got them in about 11:30 today, and let's take a look at them. Well, it's nothing to celebrate about, but it is better than yesterday because yesterday we were over 9,000 for the entire state of Florida. We're not far off of that. We're at 8,530. So that is an improvement over yesterday, which is only the worst day we've ever had in the state. Nothing to celebrate. All right, let's take a look at these. Entire state of Florida. Remember, Florida has 21,500,000 people. And in the past 24 hours, we reported testings of 53,719. New positives, right there it is, 8,530. That's on line 78, column F, right there. And then we have a total of hospitalizations of 14,244 for the entire state of Florida. New hospitalizations, 108. ICU beds available in the state of Florida is 1,418. Total deaths in the entire state of Florida is 3,419. And new deaths reported, 29. New deaths reported 29. That gave us a 7.49 percentage rate of cases versus testings. Cases versus testings. Now, we always wanted that to be under 5%. I say it every day. Of course, we want it to be 0, but 7.49 is very high, and you'll see we have some other high ones down here as well. Now let's take a look at Indian River County. That is Vero Beach. Indian River County tested 320 new in the past 24 hours. New positives, 35. No new hospitalizations. We have 14 ICU beds available and no new deaths reported, but the number has now popped up to 4.75. 4.75, getting very close to 5. Not good. Not good at all. Dade County. In Dade County, they tested 9,669 in the past 24 hours. New positives, 2,152. 2,152. Lots of positives. 6 new hospitalizations. That's not a lot, and that's good. And then ICU beds available. ICU beds available, 210 for Dade County, and 6 new deaths reported. Their numbers popped up to 11.18% in Dade County. Very bad. Very, very, very bad. Now, one of the mayor is closing down the beaches down there. Broward County. In Broward County, they tested 3,485 in the past 24 hours, 574 new cases, 11 new hospitalizations, 90 ICU beds available in the Fort Lauderdale area, and no new deaths reported. Their number popped up to 7.67. All righty. Now, Palm Beach County. Palm Beach County can be a problem child here. New tests, 3,256. New positives, big new positives, 461. New hospitalizations, 13. ICU beds available, 105. And deaths reported, a lot of deaths down there. 11 deaths were reported. In the entire state, there were 29, and 11 of those 29 were in the Palm Beach area. Their numbers popped up to 9.54%. Now we go up to Martin County, and in Martin County, they've tested 301 new in 24 hours, 60 new positives, 5 new hospitalizations. They have 23 ICU beds available. They have reported 25 deaths, but there were no new deaths in the past 24 hours, and their number is a whopping 11.73. Not good. Not good. Martin County is going to have to make some decisions, and they're fighting over whether they should wear masks or not down there. What is the matter with Martin County? St. Lucie County, 362 cases in the past 24 hours that they have tested, and then they have 76 new positive, 1 new hospitalization. They have 8 ICU beds. They don't have very many ICU beds there, but they had 8 yesterday, so they didn't fill any in the past 24 hours. And they have 0 new deaths to report and 7.48, big number, 7.48 positives versus testings. Then we'll go up to Broward County, and Broward County, that's Melbourne. They tested 896 in the past 24 hours, 84 new positives, 1 new hospitalization. They still have 42. Those same 42 beds were available yesterday in the ICU, and they have no new deaths to report. They have a low number, 3.84 testing versus positive for cases. And then in Orange County is Orlando. This one is going to start to become problematic. They had tested 4,022 in the past 24 hours. Look at this. Look at their number, 834. Okay, 834 is a big number. Well, it's not a big number compared to Dade County with 2,152, but this is a big number, 834. Things are beginning to heat up there in Orlando. And they had 2 new hospitalizations. They have 61 ICU beds. They had the same 61 yesterday. No new deaths to report. Their number is 7.33. 7.33. So let's take a look at column F as we always do. 8,530, that's the horrible number for the state of Florida. And most of the cases, 2,152 of those are in Dade County. And if we take a look at the percentage-wise on these cases, 50.13% of the cases, the new cases, are in the yellow counties over here in the left-hand side. Now, if we take a look at the new hospitalizations, 39, but only 36.11% of all the new hospitalizations are in the yellow counties on the left-hand side. But of the new hospitalizations, it looks like Palm Beach County is leading the pack here with 13. Not a good thing. Not a good thing. As far as ICU beds are concerned, there's 1,418 in the entire state. And who has the most beds? Looks like Dade County still has about 210 beds available. Of course, they've got a lot of people living down there. So 2,700,000 people are living in Dade County. Got 105 ICU beds in Palm Beach County. As far as deaths are concerned, we did pretty good. We had 11 deaths, but they were all in Palm Beach County, and none in any. Well, I'm sorry. Yes, there were 6 in Broward County as well. So those are the numbers today. Let me give you the numbers for the global numbers. Stand by. All righty, folks. I haven't showed you this chart over here lately. This is the top chart here is the residents of Florida. Once again, we keep telling you about Rebecca Jones, and I think she's right about this. We only report, the state of Florida only reports the residents who got COVID-19, and they only report the deaths. So this is not apples to oranges, but here we are with the people who got, these are the new cases. Yesterday, 8,577. And the day before that was the record breaker, and that was 9,564. But look at these huge, big spikes. This is the reason why everybody's talking about Florida, are all of these numbers over here. And right now, today, we're very close to we were very close to yesterday with 8,500, 8,577. So you'll get a good idea. Now, I don't like to show you the death chart down here. It doesn't do us any good, just because these are really delayed and you're never sure. They're changing constantly. These don't change too much up here. All righty, let's go take a look at the entire global cases here. 2,520,984 cases. 2,520,984 total cases in the United States. So we passed 2,500,000, and then we passed 125,000 down here. So we got 125,588 deaths in the United States. Remember, we were talking about creeping up to that 140, 150,000 mark some time ago. Well, we're certainly heading in that direction. Global cases, 10,028,614. 10,028,614. And global deaths, 499,599. And surely we are going to surpass that today for global deaths. And the United States still leads the world in the most number of cases, absolutely the most number of cases. Let's pop out here to Denver just for a second and take a look at Colorado. Colorado has 32,006 confirmed cases and deaths of 1,674. That's in the entire state of Colorado. I always kind of like to throw that in every once in a while just because kind of have a soft spot out there for it. Eagle County is Vale, Colorado, and they have 685 confirmed cases, 8 deaths in the Vale area. Those are the numbers for today. Once again, I keep saying, please wear those masks. It's a lot easier to wear a mask than it is a ventilator, and if you don't wear a mask, you may be wearing a ventilator. Not good. And you know what happens to the people who wear the ventilators. Says a lot of them don't survive. So I'm telling you this, I'm not trying to scare you. These are the facts of life. That's it, folks. Okay, here come my positive quotes. Okay, folks, here we go with our Pet Patrol for today. Today is Sunday. It's June the 28th. This is Kitty, and Kitty is a feral cat, or was a feral cat. A feral cat is a unowned domestic cat that lives outdoors and avoids human contact. It does not allow itself to be handled or touched and usually remains hidden from humans. Some feral cats may become more comfortable with people who regularly feed them. Even with long-term attempts at socializing, they usually remain aloof and are most active after dark. And this is Kitty. Molly fed this kitty every day. The kitty acted exactly the way it says, and all of a sudden one day, Kitty vanished. So we don't know what ever happened to him, but it was a nice kitty. That's Kitty on the Pet Patrol today. Alrighty, folks, here is today's quotes and sayings. Each person must live their life as a model for others. Each person must live their life as a model for others. Next, be happy with what you have while working for what you want. Be happy with what you have while working for what you want. That's Helen Keller. Interesting. Here you go. Listen to this one. Sunshine all the time makes a desert. Sunshine all the time makes a desert. That's a famous Arabic proverb. So what it really is saying here is that too much of anything isn't necessarily a good thing. The big lesson in life is never to be scared of anyone or anything. I'll tell you who said that in just a minute. The big lesson in life is never to be scared of anyone or anything. And that was said by Frank Sinatra. Of course it was said by Frank Sinatra. Don't forget to send me your pictures for the Pet Patrol. Send them to roncrider@gmail.com. I'll put that up here on the screen. And I always say at this time, always be a part of the solution and never part of the problem. Always be a part of the solution and never part of the problem. And always remember to push the like button. Okay, all right. Have a very blessed Sunday. I'll see you back here tomorrow.